Hey guys, and welcome to Unit 3, Part 6 of our video notes. We're going to be talking about localizing sound and how we go about doing that, as well as some of our other senses. First off, localizing sound has nothing to do with our basilar membrane, which most people think it does. Localizing sound, figuring out where sound is coming from, is all because of our head, how our head is tilted, and our ears, and how your head can form a barrier to reduce the sound and get it to go in towards your ear. Some of the other senses are skin senses, and then our chemical senses like taste and smell, as well as our kinesthetic and vestibular sense. So the skin, it's our largest sensory system, and we have three different types of receptors. We have touch, temperature, and pain. Touch, most of you guys just know it's a mechanical type of energy, but it's just pressure against your skin. Whether you are touching something else or something is touching you, you feel pressure. Temperature, you have thermoreceptors, and they're just sensory nerves that are right under the skin. And you guys know that our body stays at homeostasis at 98.6 degrees. However, heat is the dominant factor. We don't really like to run cold. Pain, we have this as a survival instinct. And we have two different pathways. We have a fast pathway, which is through our thalamus, that gets us a quick response. So you touch a hot stove, ouch, move your hand. A slow pathway, which is just kind of like a slow down, like take a chill pill. So you might say like, ouch, my foot hurts. Go for a run, still kind of hurts. Wait 2 weeks and you still kind of notice the pain, and you're like, whatever. And then you might finally go to the doctor. This goes again into some of the stuff from pain, but also deals with your endorphins, with a slow pathway. Sometimes there's different factors that influence pain, motivation. Some people work harder when they're in pain. Like if you're running a marathon and you have like 3 more miles to go, you're fighting through that pain expectation. Sometimes we know something's going to hurt, but do we do it anyway? Yeah. Getting shots, that hurts. Your ears pierced, having a child, and then decision factors. Again, like having a child or choosing to get a shot. And women experience more pain. Besides getting burnt alive, a woman having a child is the strongest pain somebody can experience. Our chemical senses is our taste sense and our smell sense. Taste, we have sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. And a very recently discovered one is umami, or a yummy or savory flavor. And if you guys were to look at your tongues and you see those round bumps, those are your papillae. And they contain your taste buds, and they are replaced every 2 weeks, which is pretty cool. So when you're younger, you get about 10,000 new taste buds every 2 weeks. But as you get older, they lessen. Smell, this is your olfactory area, and it lines the roof of the nasal cavity. And there's a little barrier or sheet of receptor cells. But what's kind of cool is neurons replace themselves after an injury, and your sense of smell does not go through your thalamus. Your thalamus, thou must let all senses go through except smell. So it goes to your temporal lobes, to various parts of the brain regions. And this is why we see smells and memory and emotions all linked together. Like you might smell a candle and be like, oh my gosh, that smells like my grandma's house. And surprisingly, dogs have 100 times lower level of the receptor cells, which is pretty cool. Our kinesthetic sense is movement, orientation, and posture. A way to remember is MOP. It's not specific in any organ, and it's the same pathway as touch. So where you are, how you're moving. Are you aware of your posture? Vestibular is MB, movement and balance. It begins in the auditory nerve, which has a cochlear nerve and the vestibular nerve. It connects to the medulla most of the time. A lot of times vision is included. Usually when we are moving, everything in our visual field is moving, which is pretty cool. And that's the last of our video notes for this unit. I hope you guys have a great day and see you tomorrow.